Hi heathens. So I am starting this video with no glasses on, crimped hair. It's super thick. I don't know what to do with it. I love the way it looks. Hate that it's always falling in my face. So I just want to do a little get ready with me type spring inspired look using products that I've already got at home. I didn't have to go out and repurchase anything. This does not involve like subscription box items that are just now coming in. So I know some people are a little cautious about receiving subscription boxes right now. So one item was from a recent subscription, but it's still something that you can access. And that's gonna be the Ofra bronzer, because I do want this to be like a really warm, glowy, bright, springy look. That's a lot of words. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get on in. I'm leaving my brows bare for today's video because I feel like when I fill in my brows, it can look a little harsher, like in a good way. But I want this to be very like bright and fun. And the highlighter that I've got is super, super bright. Unfortunately, and I'll touch on it a little bit more later, unfortunately the highlighter palette that I'm using is really hard to find now, but I'm sure you can find a dupe for it, and if you're interested, I will hunt through my highlighters and see if I have a dupe for it. So, but I know the way this one performs. So we're going to get right on into the eyes, and I'm going to be using the Pure Festival palette, which has a lot of bright, very festival inspired colors. So these smell so good. I don't know why they smell like vanilla, but they do. So with everything, of course, that is going on, a lot of people are isolating or practicing social distancing, which you should be, or certain areas are on lockdown. I'm going to tap into the shade Epic first while I talk. And I'm fortunate. I know some people may disagree with this sentiment, but I'm fortunate that right now my business is considered essential. So we are still working like normal. I'm pretty much a homebody, so I don't really go a whole lot of places anyway. So not a whole lot of my routine has changed. My area is not currently on lockdown. I am not in isolation or in quarantine, but that's what inspired me to do this video, because for people who are used to going out and getting new products or even just looking at new products, sometimes you've just got to sit back and appreciate products that you already have and looks that you can do with those. And as someone who does receive subscription boxes monthly, I am very blessed to have quite a selection for someone who doesn't have a whole lot of money to go out and buy new like high-end stuff. Like this came in a BoxyCharm quite a while ago, so I am blessed in that aspect, but I want to be able to like put what I've got to good use, you know, especially if it inspires someone else who might be bored or kind of down in the dumps from not having as much to do right now. Just play with some makeup that you already have. You don't need to go get anything new. So now I'm going to take the color Free Spirit on my finger, which is this really pretty like champagne-y color. I'm going to place it all over the lid, going up into that shade. Oh, these smell so good. It's ridiculous. Do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to tap into the shade right next to it, which is Psychedelic. Same finger. It's more of a goldy shade. And gently tap over all of that. I'm going to attempt to use one of the glitters, which isn't light. I feel like leaving it like this is going to be much more light, but I really want to try to use one of the glitters. So I'm going to try to tap into 24 Karat Magic right here. with my finger. Get just a little bit and just tap it over my lid. I mean, it's going on there a little bit. It's helping brighten it a little. I'm getting it on my cheek, which is why I almost always do eyes before foundation. Alright, now I'm going to try to get some of that glitter off my face, and we're going to go in to complexion. So like I said, I want this to be a bright, glowy, springy look. I do have very oily skin, so this would not be a very long-lasting look for me, but I'm going to use the Yensa Tone Up Primer Essential Glow as my primer, and it's going to help, you know, give a glow. So I'm going to squeeze this out directly onto my face if I can get any out. Put a little bit here on my forehead, a little bit on my chin. Try to keep my hair out of it. Make sure there's no glitter on my fingers to spread into it. And then we're just going to spread this all over the face. So for those of you who are either self-isolating or, you know, in an area where there's like a shelter-in-place lockdown, what are y'all doing to keep entertained? Because I know, like, you see on the internet all those pictures of like these nice expensive cabins or whatever, and it's like you could be paid X amount to live here, but you'd have to do it with no internet. Could you do it? And everyone's like, oh yeah, that'd be easy. And then, like, this is causing a lot of people to go stir crazy because they're cooped up in their house, you know, only leaving really to go to the grocery store, and it's not what people are used to. So it causes a lot of stress. I didn't have my foundation ready, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna use the CoverGirl True Blend L10 in Fair Porcelain because I want this to be a little bit lighter so that I can like build up on the color. Like I said, I'm lucky to still be working, but it hasn't really disrupted my schedule as much as it has for other people. So, I mean, I'm not having to entertain myself all day long because I'm still working a normal work shift. Oh my gosh, my hair is gonna get all in this. I don't have any. Okay, we're just gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna take my brush, I'm gonna blend this all in. This is looking awfully yellow today. Is that just me? Strange. Like, awfully yellow. I didn't think I used more than normal. Anyway, so my schedule is pretty routine, so I'm seeing, you know, all these posts about what people are getting done during this time, or, you know, how strange it is to be stuck at home, and it's not something that I can really relate to, but that's why I wanted to try to make a video that could be relatable. You know, you just take what you've got, like makeup-wise, and make the best out of your situation. And it's not a good situation. It's not fun. I'm not trying to make light of it. I just don't want everyone to be sad. Like, you know, you gotta do stuff to keep yourself entertained and happy. And if you're watching my videos, whether you're a recurring visitor or for some reason this was recommended to you, chances are you enjoy makeup and beauty on some level, so that would be fun. Or, you know, watch some old videos from your favorite YouTubers. Go back and give their older stuff some love. you can always find something. TikTok is a big thing now. I don't use it, but my best friend does, and she sends me stuff all the time. But apparently there are like recipes on TikTok. So make a recipe. You know, just do something to entertain yourself so that you don't go into a weird funk. This is looking kind of yellow. I know I said that already, but it's still strange because it's not typically that yellow. Like on my face, I guess it's looking all right. It's just very unusually yellow. How many times am I going to say yellow? Alright. Alright, so now that is foundation done. This one doesn't stay very tacky, but there are a few areas where it is still tacky. So I'm going to go in with my tried and true e.l.f. translucent setting powder with a Moda brush. I hurt myself. I'm going to try first to take whatever is still in the lid because it has these like ridges along the side, so sometimes it gets like stuck up in the lid. And I'm going to set particularly around my cheeks where I'll be putting other products. Tapped straight into the thing and got a little too much. I said in a previous video, like, I love this powder, but you can go a little heavy-handed with it because it is white. So it can definitely cause some white cast and flashback in flash photography. It's definitely making me look a little washed out. But we are going to fix that in just a second with some bronzer and some blush. I'm using blush in this video because, again, I want a bright, cheery spring look. And I feel like blush can help with that. So I'm going to take first the brush I use for bronzer, which is a BH Cosmetics number 4. And again, I'm going to use the Ofra Bronzer in Americano, which is kind of too warm for me, but I want this look to be very warm and bright and cheery. I have another look planned at some point that is kind of going to be the opposite of this video. It's going to be like because in high school I was definitely like an emo kid, and I kind of want to do like an updated glam version of my emo looks and see how that goes. What that means though is I'm gonna have to use eyeliner, which I don't use a lot anymore. I think I want to use winged eyeliner too to give it like a full effect, because I used to go like hardcore raccoon eyes, but I'm not entirely sure how to keep that effect and make it glam. I'll have to look up some ideas. See, that is just too warm, in my opinion, for me. But we're going to make it work for this. Or we're just going to ignore it. That too. Alright, done with the bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with blush. I'm going to take another BH Cosmetics brush. And we are going to go in with the Zoella and ColourPop Pressed Powder Blush. And this is in the shade Soulmate. It's a gorgeous pinky blush. And I'm just going to pop that right across my cheeks, over the blush, and right in here to give a little bit of glow back to the skin. Normally, I do not use blush. I am not a blush fan. When I wear foundation, it is 9 times out of 10 to get rid of redness. And I am not too keen on adding that right back in. But I can admit when a blush is a very nice color, and this one is a very nice color. It gives a nice little flush, some healthy glow to the cheeks. A little bit right across the bridge of my nose. Why do we... Y'all see that redness right there? What is happening, nose? It's not on this side, just on this side. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, now, I'm so excited for this. I have not used this palette in so long, and it is so intense. Let me make sure my brush is clean. Like I said, I will try to find dupes of this if y'all want, because it is... This is not a subtle highlight. This is the Bad Habit Crystal Palace Highlight Collection. This is a brand that used to be sold on Shop Hush. And I'm going to tap into the shade Rose Quartz because I still want it to have a bit of like a pinky to match the blush. And the shade over here, Moonstone, which is also really nice for my skin tone, has much more of a yellow undertone, like a gold yellow. So... Can y'all see that? And that is just using the smallest amount. Let's go on to the other side. See if you can see it better over here where the sun is. Such a gorgeous highlight. I'm gonna build it up. We're gonna get intense. I think this is so pretty. This is definitely like my style of highlighter. I really enjoy bright, bold highlighters. So that makes me happy inside. And then we're going to go in with mascara. And I'm going to use... Is this the one I want? Nope. That is definitely not the one I want. Medusa's Makeup Witch Lash. And this is the black one. I accidentally grabbed the blue one a second ago because the blue one is in a black package and the black one is in a pink package. It has a really big fibrous brush. I was trying to say bristles and brush at the same time. We're just going to do that real quick. I don't want a whole lot of mascara, which is why I picked this one, because this one's definitely leaning more toward the natural looking side. Because I still want the eyes to stay nice and soft. I definitely wanted the complexion to be the star of this look. Whew. Hold my breath when I do my mascara. Even somehow when I'm talking. That is the mascara on. Now, lips, and I'll be done. So I'm going to take off any foundation that's on my mouth. Got a little too much up here. Okay. I'm going to go in with the CeraVe, which you can get from Shop Miss A. This is a pencil lip liner in the shade Golden Gate. And I'm just going to line and slightly fill them in with this. My lips are so dry. So dry, I'm so sorry. I think that's as good as we're getting with these cracked lips. And then I'm going to go in with the Half Caked Super Glazed in the shade Semi Charmed. Has a nice little doe foot. It smells almost fruity. And that is the look. Nothing fancy. I'm going to take my Iconic London Prep Set Glow, give it a shake, and that is what I'm going to use for setting spray to give it a glow. And then we are done. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you'd like me to hunt out some dupes for this highlighter, or if this is a little too pink for you. Yeah, I think this is a decent spring look. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hopefully you can entertain yourself using some makeup. Makeup can be a great outlet for creativity, boredom, anything like that. So hopefully this helps a little bit, or is at least entertaining to watch. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Bye.